Hello everybody, this is Kay and welcome to my channel, Junking with Gigi. I recently added this journal to my Etsy shop and realized that I had not done a flip through of it. So that's what I'm doing in this video today. Should be a fairly quick video, but I wanted to show it to you in case you're interested in looking at it over on my Etsy shop. I am also going to be taking this to a couple of different craft shows that I'm doing this fall, so let me just get on with the flip through. The closure is just a free tie of some kind of silky ribbon that I have here. The cover, it's a hard cover, and let me grab my ruler. It is about 5 1/4 wide by 7 1/2 tall. The spine is approximately 1 3/4 inches. It's got 3 signatures in it. I call it my Lace Delight because I've covered it, the hardcover, with some lace that I had on hand, and I've also incorporated some lace elements on the cover on the corner decorations, as well as throughout on some of the pages, as you'll see as we flip through. I have an image that I got from a magazine as the focal point here in the middle, a die-cut framed piece of paper matted on some other green paper. That's mulberry paper back there, I believe. Underneath here I have some more die-cut images peeking out, and a little piece of ruffled mulberry paper right there. A little ribbon and bling element here, and a silk flower element with a decorative button here, and some of that leafy trim going up the side and the bottom here, with a little bit more of it up in this corner as well. So that's the cover. Inside the front cover I have a little book plate this journal belongs to. I've used some music pages throughout to kind of make some flip out pages with lace trim. I've got my little note here on the inside. I've done stenciling throughout. It's kind of got a bluish purplish theme and green theme to it, if you hadn't already noticed that. Some tea-dyed paper with lace trim. This is one of those kind of collaged pieces of paper on this page here with some different kind of vintagey elements, and I put the verse. I have a stamp, a rubber stamp of this verse. Some more tea-dyed paper with decorative edging cut in it. I have a punch that does this edge. And I've also included in here some different book pages. This one is made into a little pocket here, which I have a tag stuck into. A little bit of subtle stenciling on the back of that. Another decorative punch. And this is a pocket page with a journaling card and some kind of organza ribbon entwined into it, and this side was embossed. Okay, now I'm remembering what I did here was I took a thin sheet of tissue paper. I can't remember actually if it's tissue paper or the napkin, just the white ply that you pull off when you're doing decoupage with napkins, and I glued it onto some scrapbook paper and then embossed it. So, and then I took eyelets here and wove the ribbon throughout that card. Okay, some lined paper, tea-dyed paper. On this page I've got clipped a little junk mail window envelope with a card inside. Actually, this is a piece of paper for journaling on inside there. I'm going to go back and put all of this back together when I get finished with this flip through. On this page, I have some vellum on top of another Bible verse. And then I did some hand stitching on the edge, and it's also a pocket here with another little journaling page inside that side pocket. This is a little envelope flip out with a couple of little pieces of, stuck a little bit of some kind of fancy lacy papers in there. And tea-dyed paper, lined paper. Here's the other side of that pocket page with another journaling card tucked in here. Tea-dyed paper. The other side of that pocket magazine image or book page. Journaling card tucked in there. And that other side of that. Lined paper, lace-edged paper. A little bit more stenciling. And that is the first signature. Second signature, I have another piece of that music page with a die cut and some lace added to it. And it flips out like that. This is a side pocket that I've added a little journaling card to. And as you can see throughout it, I've left plenty of blank space for journaling. This is one of those paper ruffles. Stenciling. Another, this is not a pocket, this is a flip out, but I've got a little scripture card tucked into this flip out with a little bit of ruffled lacy ribbon here. Lined paper, tea-dyed paper edged with lace and some fancy stitching. This is a die cut on this kind of half page I did here. Here's another one of those vellum pocket pages that I did the hand stitching on with some green embroidery floss. And inside this pocket, I've got one of these little kind of, it's a flippy notepad, but it's got a hidden pocket in the back here also with a little tag in it. And that goes in this side pocket. Just a plain half page there. Tea-dyed, lace-edged, lined paper. This is the other half of that flip-out page. Stenciling, another little paper ruffle. Tea-dyed paper. I've got a little pocket page on the back here with a tag stuck into that. I've added some of that eyelash trim onto this to give it some more interest, but it's still pretty flat. It doesn't add a whole lot of bulk, so it doesn't bulk up the journal too much. Paper ruffle. The other half of that flip out music page. And that is the second signature. Third signature, I've got some tea-dyed paper with just a die cut and some ribbon decorating that first page of this signature. Here I have a side pocket with a little journaling card tucked into that. As you can see, I've done a lot of sewing and I've tried to use different decorative sewing stitches throughout. Journaling card on that side. This is another little flip out with some lace on the edge. Lined paper, and I've got a little mini paper clip here with one of these little flippy note pads. It opens up like that, and I just used up a few of my scraps in there. Tea-dyed paper with lace on the edge. Stenciling there. This is a die cut with just on a scrap piece of scrapbook paper, and I made a tuck spot out of it, and I have the This is actually a sticker that can be taken off and put anywhere in the journal, or anywhere, period, of Psalm 62, verses 1 and 2. Lined paper. This is a page I kind of put together with a couple of, I had like a strip of the scrapbook paper that I've used throughout this journal. And I just sewed it to the edge of this other half page. One more of those vellum pockets that I hand stitched with some embroidery floss there. And the other half of that Franken page, I guess if you could call it that, where I put two together to make a full page. Got some stenciling there and there. Tea-dyed paper with lace. Lined paper. The other half of that flip-out book page. On the back here, I have a hidden paper clip with just a little journaling spot that I put together with some leftover papers and lined paper for journaling. Put that back together later. This paper clip says, "His grace is sufficient." A piece of lined paper, some more stenciling, and that is it. The back cover is kind of plain. And that is it for this Lace Delight journal. I just wanted to show you real quick the scrapbook papers that I used throughout this were from this pack that I got in Branson, Missouri at a scrapbooking store I like to go to when we visit there. It's Vintage Butterflies. Crafter's Companion. And it's, I guess it's a special signature collection by this lovely lady. Anyway, I wanted to show you that because I've used that throughout the journal. You can see it in the background there. And I've used it on some journaling cards and on some pages. There's a pocket, and that's what's in the background of this one as well. So I wanted to share that with you. I don't know if it's still available. I have had it for a couple of years. But in case you're interested, you can probably Google it or look it up on Amazon. But I just wanted to share this journal with you. I will have the link to my Etsy shop below. It's going to be available there, as well as a few other journals that I have posted there. So thank you so much for watching today, and God bless.